Hey everybody, welcome to the Automation News Headlines Show. My name is Shawn from Insights in Automation. I know we're a couple minutes late, everything's running late today, but I hope you are having a great day. Before we get started, I just want to remind everybody, the little kids out in America anyways, the little kids are going to be out tonight all dressed up in their costumes, so please take some extra caution as you're driving home because we want to make sure everybody gets home safely, including the little ones who may be wearing I saw a lot of costumes that were very dark this year. Not like dressed up as Cole, like in sitcoms you'll see, but there's a lot of dark costumes out there. Some of them pretty scary for like 4 and 5-year-olds. Wouldn't recommend to people but hey, they dress their kids in what they want to dress them in. So in any case, today is Thursday, October 31st, the last day of October. Where did October go? And it's 2024. You guys know that. And let's go ahead and first, if you do like these shows, please give us a like, a follow, and a share. I am going to be moving next week. I'm going to try to move these to 12 o'clock and do the longer show. I just wrapped up that's why I'm a little late here. I just wrapped up the longer show. And one of the things I'm finding, let me go back to full screen, is that longer show I do for members, subscribers, on the Automation blog and on YouTube, that show is variable. Like some days it'll go longer, some days it's a half an hour, some days it's 20 minutes. So I think I really need to do this shorter headlines show first. So I'm going to try that next week. We'll see how it goes. But with that said, please give us a like and a follow. And let's go ahead and get into today's headlines. And when you have the wrong browser selected, it does not do what I want it to do. Now, this was big news. Congratulations to Andresson for obtaining IEC 62443-4-1 certification. This is for 5 of their product centers, and this is they got this awarded from TUV. But in any case, that's a big deal, to make sure that they're building secure products that don't have cyber holes in them. So at least to the best of their ability. So congratulations to Andresson. We actually had them on the podcast to talk about one of their radar sensors a couple of months ago. Schneider, now this is more commercial technology, not industrial automation, but I was very happy to see Schneider getting into this area because, and let me just go to the retailer page here. They're getting into those, retail battery backups. Now I haven't compared this against EcoFlow or Jackery or any of those other guys, but in any case, I do like seeing it. I mean, these guys own APC, right? They should be in this marketplace. So I just want to let you guys know they jumped into that. That was a major announcement on their website. They do a lot of IT, a lot of commercial stuff, so which I don't cover on this show, but I thought some of you might find that interesting. Now we go over to ABB. I could not get these stories to work, so I will return. Look at these on Tuesday next week, but they did have an article about their opening their new $100 million campus in Wisconsin. I always like to cover those when when these companies open big offices here in the U.S. because that's where I live. And then also about their new focus on automation and electrification. But again, the links were not working, so we'll come back to those next week. I just wanted to make you aware of that. Now, over at the Automation School, they have a new notice for all their PLC students. The form to get the free PLC simulator, did it just go by? Is now simplified. So you can get immediate access to the free PLC simulator. We call it the PLC application simulator. That free simulator for students only is now been streamlined. You don't have to wait for me to approve it, after several days. You now get it right away. And that is something that you can use. And if you don't have a PLC and you've got Windows 10 or 11, you can just run that little application and do all your lessons using it. It's no charge to anybody enrolled in a PLC course at theautomationschool.com. It is for students only, so the reason you have to go through that new form is to just say that, you're not going to post it somewhere else because this is it cost me a lot of money to pay to somebody to make that. So in any case, I want it to be for my students. Now, with that said, P&F, this article wasn't working. Actually, the people in the chat helped me get the copy of the article. I think this is from Brazil. But in any case, it's a big deal, in my opinion, because P&F has joined the iGel Ready program. This is a next-gen Edge OS for cloud workspaces. And as you know, we've covered P&F for years now on the show. They have a whole bunch of different HMIs and IPCs that they make available. Many of them rated for EX environments. So now I'm not an expert on iGel, but we'll be looking out for that new iGel Ready program and its effect on our work on our space in coming days, weeks, months, and years. Over to Banner, they have a new compact plug-and-play motor-driven roller controller. I didn't even know you needed a roller controller. I thought you could just do all that from the PLC, but I watched, they had an excellent video here on their website that kind of explains this guy's place in the control system. So check that out if you're doing anything with conveyors and motor-driven rollers. All right, from there, this week's podcast released yesterday afternoon like it does every week, and it was from, I sat down with the folks over at Tatssoft. It had been 4 years since we had them on the show, and they talked to us all about Frameworks version 10. Their developer is now completely free. You just have to buy the runtimes now. And it's pretty cool. And if I understand them correctly, you can even run their SCADA software on Macs, Mac OSs. So that's pretty unique. And of course, they fully support Windows and Linux. But in any case, very interesting. This thing's full of features. It's fast, HTML5, thick clients. They support Rockwell, Siemens, Cosys, and just, OPC UA, MQTT. So check it out if you're interested. If you want to see how the other guys are doing, or if you're looking for a new SCADA vendor, check it out. Oh, and they sponsored this, so there's no ads. I love that when the vendors can, put that $4.99 down and cover all our costs, almost all of our costs to produce the show. From there, I wanted to talk to you about voting, right? It's very important that you vote. And there's one place where you can vote multiple times. Vote early, vote often, and that is in our audience choice poll here at theautomationblog.com. This is the latest poll that came out yesterday. We only had 3 of you guys get up there and vote, so please get up there and vote in this poll. We have 7 polls now. That's the vote often means. And we're trying to release them. I'm trying to release them every couple days. So this one's your favorite historian or MES. You can choose 2. So you can choose a historian and an MES, or you could choose 2 historians. You can actually add your own if you want to, but I'd love to see more people get up there and vote. This poll, I know you guys, historians are very important. So even if you don't have one, but which one would you use today if you buy it? So I'd love to get more people to vote in this poll. Of course, at the bottom, you have links to all the other polls. So your top automation vendors, pick 3. Your top large PLCs, your top small PLCs, your top HMIs. This is a typo because this should be saying SCADA. That's my fault because I do all this. So I'll have to change that. But in any case, get up there and check out the polls. Please vote. It's not only fun to vote in these polls, right? It's also lets me know what you like so I can make sure I'm covering it on the shows as we go into 2025. Okay. So from there, we go over to Turk. Now, they had a couple of new products, well, 3, but I want to talk about this one first. This is their inclinometers, right? So, I don't know what we use a lot of those in industrial automation, but this one, they just, instead of, they had IO-Link, they had analog outputs, they also added CAN open to it. But these 2 products I thought were really interesting. They're on machine or machine mount switches. Now with the firmware updates support Ethernet IP, Modbus, and Profinet. There's a lot of other stuff, cool stuff in this article that they do. And they also have these safety I/O blocks that are like a mini safety PLC. They can do their own logic. And they talk to Ethernet IP, Modbus, TCP, and Profinet. But they don't need a safety PLC. They can do the safety right on the block or have the blocks communicate to each other. Very interesting technology there as well. And then ESD announced their latest CAN open or CAN to Profinet bridges, gateways. And they have a cross-reference guide here if you're using their old products. But I did want to mention that along with the new motors from Archibus. You can see this article right here. Of course, all of these links will be at the Automation blog. I go up after the show and I put them all up there for you guys. Of course, the members who get the longer show get more links, but all the public gets access to the headline links every time I do the show. And speaking of that, please consider, it's 1 cup of coffee, $2.50 a week. It really helps me expand the show. I got a bunch of freebies I'm going to be doing that'll be well over $10 worth of freebies, probably $30 or $40 worth of freebies I'll be giving members in December. You just have to be signed up by December 1st to be able to get those freebies. I got ebooks that I've written. I've got video collections that I have that I'll be giving away to the members in December. I don't have 12 things. I was going to do it 12 days of automation, Christmas automation or automation Christmas, but I don't have 12 things to give away. So I wish I did, but I'm busy. So in any case, you can become a member either at theautomationblog.com or YouTube. We're constantly looking for other places to open the memberships up to. But as I talked in previous shows, we haven't been able to find any. So again, if you do enjoy these episodes, please give me a like and a share and a sub. I know every once in a while the video freezes. I'm going to have to look into that. There's nobody else to have do it because I'm the only one here. But in any case, again, while you're driving home, please be very careful. I get stock out early this time of year, especially here in the Northeast. And there'll be a lot of little ones out there. Some of them wearing very dark costumes. So please be careful as you're going home. I want to see everybody get home safely. And don't forget to vote early and vote often. Now, there's some places you can only vote once. But at the Automation Blog Audience Choice Polls, you can vote in multiple times because we have multiple polls. And with that, I wish you all good health and happiness. And until next time, peace.